Don't ask me anything about production or the music scene. I know about babies and waiheke.
So, tonight
Yes.
in the for the technical sessions with Charlie B, also known as Optimus Gryme. I guess we might as well start back a couple of years. I mean, I met you when you were doing primarily the drum and bass side of things.
Yep.
Had there been a kind of did you have a musical background before that, or was it you kind of started in the drum and bass side of things, or? And how did you get involved with it initially?
A musical background, not really. I picked up the guitar for a couple of years.
Yeah.
When I first started playing, I didn't realise, but I was tone deaf, and my mum, like, I used to listen to tunes and like play the guitar and kind of make up my own songs, and my mum would be like, can't you hear that sounds wrong? And I'm like, no. And then it wasn't until a little bit later that I realised, oh yeah, it does sound a bit weird. So music isn't really, doesn't really come naturally for me.
Yeah.
But over the years, like after finding out that I was not that musically inclined, I just didn't let go of the guitar for 2 years, and I just played. I used to literally play myself to sleep and just sit there playing in the dark, all this like old Eagles stuff. And so I got a little bit better, and then just moved on from there to make rap music, actually.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I had a little rap crew when I was 14 called Coloured with Style, and entered the local talent quest on Waiheke.
Yep.
And we absolutely sucked. And so I gave that up after that. And then went on to, I don't know, then from then I just kind of found a passion for DJing. So I would have been 15 years at the time.
Yep.
And I just was the guy that would buy cassette tapes, little singles. You could buy them for like $2 or something back in the day. And just rock into parties and just be the guy sitting there with his box of tapes, just putting a tape in.
Yep.
And then when that finished, put another one in, put another one in. And then I got real tricky and got 2 tape decks and two actual systems, complete systems, and would like turn one down and turn the other one up, and then get the next one keyed up and turn one down, turn the other one up.
2 amps, 2 speakers.
Yeah.
And
Most of the time would be there'd be like 2 totally different systems. So one would be like real high end, and the other would be real muddy, and you'd have like total drop in energy. But you try and like beat match it, and you have a beat match for like a little bit, and then I bought a little mixer from Trade and Exchange, and for $50, and it was a turntable for $50 at a Trade and Exchange, and a mix off my mate, and it was this big wooden one. It was like wooden all around the edges and stuff, and then had this massive crossfade, and it was like doing weights when you pulled it across.
So you weren't cutting a lot of mad scratches, and
I actually was scratching with it, but I think I just had one big arm after doing it, but it wasn't easy. And I had my slip mat was like the pitch control on the turntable was one of those dials.
Yeah.
And so I cut out a little plastic thing out of the old record sleeve, and used that as my slip mat, and thought it was pretty cool. But they actually, prior to doing those mixes, I was, those 2-deck cassette tape things? Mm-hmm. I was making mixes off those.
Oh,
where like hit record and play, and then get a little snippet, a little couple of bars, and then change the tape, and then do it again. So you'd have this like sort of compilation of bars and beats and little scratches from these scratch samples from some old hip hop tunes. And I remember one day I moved into a shed which is probably about half the size of this. It was out the back of our house, and it was concrete, and I set up my little tape deck in the corner, and it had a little sort of 1 minute mix I'd done of all these little snippets. And I put it on and I played it, and I imagined the whole room being full of people, and I was sitting there and like pretending I was like DJing, and with all the scratches when they came on, and I was like hand in the air, like pretending that I was rocking a crowd in my room, and I think I would have been 15 at that point. And so that's just always been something I wanted to do, was to put beats together. Yeah. And hopefully rock crowds.
I mean, at that time, being 15, you weren't. Were you aware of like the DJ culture, or what was?
Nah, all I knew about DJing was like DJ Jazzy Jeff on TV, and that was it. I hadn't been to any gigs with DJs. Waiheke wasn't the capital of DJing. No, I think I was like the only dude who was interested. Yeah. I think I still am. Yeah, there's not many that many DJs in Waiheke. You know, the thought of mixing, I hadn't heard it before. It was just me going, okay, I want to hear these beats together. Yeah. So it was just kind of, so that's what comes naturally to me. And the music thing I had to learn. And I'm still, I'm still not. I still have to get my wife in, because she's a piano player and she reads music and stuff, and she was in choirs for 10 years, so I still get her in sometimes and go, hey, does that sound alright to you? She's like, yeah.
Is that in? Is that not?
Yeah. How about, see that key, try that one? Oh yeah, that sounds better. But I still sit there and I'm like one finger tap away type thing, but I make do.